Hey y'all, how's it going? My name is Peanut, and welcome back to Satisfactory. I am making my way over to my power situation because we're going to be dealing with that today, making it a little bit more hefty of a power situation because I have a lot of batteries set up here. But if we look in here to my power graph, my consumption is kind of here in the middle, but my max consumption is way up here at 1645, and we don't have, we like kind of barely have the production capacity. The only reason that I'm meeting it occasionally is because of the geyser that we've got over there that's spiking our power every so often. So what I want to do is, because I have access to Mark II miners now, I built this power facility when I only had access to Mark I miners. And so I want to basically tear the entire thing down and rebuild it, because I have Mark II miners now, so I can essentially double it. But before I did that, I wanted to set up the power banks. I don't think that's actually what they're called, but we built like 3 of these last episode, but I was like, I'm gonna need at least 6, probably 7 of these to actually keep my stuff running for at least an hour. So that's what we did. And essentially, I want to make sure that I have all my materials together before I actually dismantle all of this. Because once I dismantle everything, I'll have about an hour to rebuild it all before I run out of power and everything shuts off. Not that I'm super worried about that, because I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna have enough materials sitting in storage containers in places that it's not really gonna matter, but I would like everything to be running. Also, it's a good way to test how the power saving thingies work, because I've never used those before, and I don't know exactly how they work or how much charge they hold, so it's like each of these could stay on for like an hour, I don't know. So I'd have like 7 hours, and I like way overdid it, but I have no idea. So we'll have to see when the time comes. Another goal for this episode, which I'm gonna do after I finish with the whole power thing, is I want to finally move my hub area. So my hub and my space elevator and probably this alien DNA extraction and sinking setup. I would like to move all of that to my giant factory platform. I have created my to-do list. Technically, it's actually 32 generators and 12 water extractors, but I already have 16 generators and 6 extractors. Well, I have 8 extractors there. So I'm not gonna need nearly that many, because I'm gonna get the materials back from the ones that I'm gonna be dismantling. Anyway, I did clean out my inventory a little bit, which I need to go do again. I need to go drop these raw resources over there in that direction. But I need to get some rotors first. I need to drop off those resources, and then we're gonna rebuild my power system. It's really cool watching this thing work. Look at like the coal. It's gonna go where the coal's supposed to go. It's beautiful. I've kind of been putting like extraneous stuff in here that's probably eventually going to be used to kickstart my manifolds. Ooh. If I get 100 motors, I can make the rifle. I actually kind of really want to do that. It's really just the motors that are the problem there. I mean, I'd need to load up my my thing, but I could very easily get that done by the end of the episode. I have to load this thing up with ingredients for the motors, though. Okay, that should keep them churning for a while. Hopefully long enough to make me 100. So I do know for a fact that I am at the very least going to have to, do something differently about this, because I'm gonna need to make this foundation area longer. But I'm not really gonna be able to do that with this. Oh, I'm running out of fuel, and I'm not on top of the thing. Okay. I'm not really gonna be able to do that very easily with this in the way. So I think I might go back to the idea I had the very first time I tried to put this together. And I'm gonna have the coal, since it's already sort of on a bus line here, I'm just gonna have it come out into the water and turn to go this way into this larger expanse. And in that larger expanse, I'll rebuild. So I could actually go ahead and rebuild my thing. I could go ahead and rebuild it over there and then, like, take generator supplies as I need them. Okay, I've built as many generators as I can with the amount of materials I have, so it's time for the moment of truth. We're gonna dismantle this and see what happens. Power generation has ceased, but things are still running. So let's see. Will this tell me how long I have? Time until empty. It looks like I might not have enough capacity. Yeah, it's kind of looking like I might not have enough capacity. I'm gonna dismantle some things before stuff starts to turn off. Namely, the water extractors. Because I don't need these water extractors to be on, because they're not extracting water for any good reason right now. Okay, that's the last coal generator. Now I need water extractors. I need 12 of them, which is a ton. So I think probably I'm gonna end up putting 6 on this side, and like 3 on this side, 3 on this side, and then another 6 on this side. And the idea is gonna be for the water extractors, for the pipes to go through here, and then the coal's gonna come up on the logistics floor. So I'm probably gonna have to worry about this giant rib-looking thing being in my way. Or, ooh, I could probably get away with not doing that, actually. Because I should be able to fit water extractors under here, and then possibly over there as well. And so we'll basically have 6 water extractors feeding each line of coal generators. Well, I need to see if that's clipping with the... Oh, it's kind of not. I mean, just a little bit, but not enough to be annoying. This one's gonna be a problem, though. I really wish that there was a way to just remove this. Oh, wait, I know. Hold on. It's gonna take a little bit longer because I'm gonna do something different. And I'm gonna do it on both sides so that it's symmetrical. Because I'm trying to have this be like a permanent power solution. It's also possible that this is not gonna be deep enough for a water extractor. But we will see. It is deep enough. Okay. Okay. See? That worked. I just made a little sticky out bit. And it's gonna work. Then we just go to logistics and make a junction, and the junction will be right here. It'll take in all 3 of those, and then go that way. Not that hard. I think I should hopefully be able to do the same thing on this side. But it might be a little harder because I don't know if that's gonna get in the way. It might. Not enough, though. Alright, the most tedious part of this is gonna be setting up all the pipeline junctions and other stuff. Because, yeah, I'm gonna need to run the coal this way. and sort of through... I think I'm probably gonna have it come through the middle, but go up, so that it's above, so that the pipeline junctions can be down on this level, and then I'll have, conveyor lifts to bring the coal down. Which means I do need to dismantle this, like, whole thing, which might prove to be an issue, because I don't have a lot of space in my... I have a ton of coal sitting there, just chilling in my inventory. I guess I can, prime the manifold a little bit. I could also potentially redo the entire coal line, because I have Mark IV belts now. But I'm not gonna do that. I think I'm just gonna merge these two lines and these two lines into one. So that I'll only have two lines, and then I can have one line go down one and one line go down the other. And that should be plenty of coal. And I might possibly run into the same problem I ran into with my with the previous power plant. That's actually the reason that I'm building 6 water extractors on this side and 6 on this side, is because I ran into a problem where, like, my generators at the very end weren't getting enough water. So it's possible that I might run into a problem where my generators in the middle are not getting enough water. If we do run into that problem, I'll figure it out when we get there. I'm working on the coal now. I haven't really spread out all the pipes, but I wanted to at least get the coal there so the coal could be filling up the generators while I'm setting up the water. What I need to do is find out how I'm gonna get them to merge. And I think I'm probably just gonna put, like, a merger here and a merger here, and then figure it out once I get the belts here. Okay, probably I'm gonna send this one around this way. And then I'll probably put a half foundation right there. And then this one will just go in like that, and this one can do a similar thing to that other one. And I'll put a half foundation. I'll probably just half foundation down both these sides so it's uniform. Or I could just put a half foundation on one and decorate it to make it look like that makes sense. Which I think I'll probably do, because that sounds fun. I'm gonna need a faster belt to take this though, because I'm probably just gonna use the big one. I don't need them to go up super high. I just need them to go up high enough. So, I'll probably... Why is it not going on top of things? There we go. Is it just being weird because it's on... Because it's a double ramp? So, like, technically it's clipping with the foundation underneath it? Yeah. That might be why it was acting so weird. Okay, this is gonna move. This licorice string of electricity is going to move, just not right now. I think this is probably going to be the most tedious part, is just setting up all of the conveyor lifts and splitters. There we go. That's one line connected, even though I don't have the splitters connected to each other. That's not the point right now. Okay, let's connect all of these to conveyor belts now. I should have done that before I hooked up the coal, to be quite honest. There goes the coal. It's making its way downtown, going into all these generators, which are currently not hooked up to anything. Well, this is an issue. I didn't really think that this would be an issue. It appears that I need to move the pipeline junctions back a little bit. That should be fine. It's just gonna be annoying to do. Okay, that took a while, but I fixed that mistake. So now I just need to run the pipes and run wiring. And it should be good. Okay, all connected up with the water. Ooh, that took a while. Time to connect power. And I want to see how I can do it, hopefully in a hidden way? Though this being right under my train conjunction is actually probably going to be a good thing, because I could have... Well, I might need to have trains, like, at least one train station in there. And I can just connect power to that, and it'll give power everywhere, pretty much. At least that's the hope. I probably only have, like, an hour, like, less than an hour left on my... I can actually check, like, right over here. How much time I have left. About an hour. With a little over an hour left. That's plenty of time. So let's figure out this power issue. So I think this last stretch of conveyor belt with the Mark IVs from this point on, I think I want to be part of the building. So it's gonna be like building and then bigger building. So the bigger part of the building is probably going to start... And it's probably going to encompass the water extractor, so it'll probably start, like, right here. Ish, maybe? Or maybe not. It might only encompass part of the water extractors. So it can start, like, right here, and then I can cover up this clipping ladder thing. Okay. So, like, there. And it'll cover up that clipping water thing, and it'll clip a little bit less. It'll still clip, but less. And then that one. Yeah, I'm basically just wanting to build like a shell so that I have an idea of what I want to do for decoration. And then probably have something in the center here, set back a little bit. And honestly, I mean, that can be where power goes. Except that I want to try and hide it to the best of my ability. So maybe we actually put the power down underneath. That might actually work because I can put the little node things in here. And I'm actually going to put one of these at the end here if it'll fit. And it's probably not going to fit. Is it gonna clip? Yeah, I can make that happen. Nice and not so centered. There, nice and centered. Not really, but it's as close as we're gonna get. There, power tower. This is where all the power is going to come out. So I would like to see it going in from the bottom here. The wall outlet mark 1 there. And then I should be able to connect it. Power line. To that. Oh, it's not going to be centered, but that's not really super concern of mine. Okay, now I can pull out my power one. There we go. And I'm just gonna basically connect this to these. It's not gonna be pretty, but the plan is to cover up pretty much this entire underside part. Okay. Let's hope that this powering monstrosity doesn't look so bad from up here. I mean, yeah, it's clipping through the machines, but I can hardly tell. And it's pretty uniform here with the lines going down. Okay, I mean, I can live with that. So now I need to connect this power line. This big power tower that I put here. I can connect this to that. fantastic. And that should provide power to everything else. And like, this should be providing power over here. Powering that. And that is powering that factory, which means I can disconnect this. Oh! Oh, yeah, that was connected to my battery. So I think I have to get it up and running before I can actually start disconnecting things. So why don't we actually connect some water extractors to this nonsense? I can kind of put a pole right here. And that should... Well, I don't need to do that. I want it to be hidden still. For the most part. I have to kind of bring it down here. Which seems really dangerous because of the water, but, you know, Satisfactory doesn't really care about that, I think. Okay. These water extractors are hooked up. Now I need to hook up the ones on the other side. And since those water extractors are running, it means that it's gonna get some of the generators going. Okay, connect this to that, and then I can do a very similar thing with bringing the lines over here. The water extractors are all hooked up, so hopefully things should be running. It seems like it needs little bit to warm up. But that's alright. We seem to be going. It's a little spiky right now, but it should level out as everything fills up. But my capacity is over my max consumption now, so I should be able to disconnect unneeded power lines now, hopefully. Hey, the fuse didn't blow that time. Means I can stop accidentally pinging and get rid of this. Hopefully, I also have these water extractors close enough over here that this hatcher is going to stop spawning. Ooh, okay, I have a problem here. The problem being that my coal miners are currently running off of my battery power. I need to fix that. And it should be a relatively easy fix. Because I can just take this and hook it here. And then just kind of keep going down the way. Like I can put it here where it will probably get covered up by a pillar and hidden. And same thing here. And boop. There we go. Power done. And now I can even delete this. And delete that. And I don't... yeah, it's kind of ugly. Going down into the middle. I could make that better. I could make that better. Oh, except that I can't put a wall outlet on the floor. Interesting. I guess I'm just gonna restring this entire thing. Because I don't like how that part looks in the middle doing what it's doing currently. Is it silly to restring the entire thing just because of that? Maybe. But I don't care. Alright, now I should be able to take that down. Beautiful. Yes, it's clipping right there. I don't care as much about that on the miner. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Why am I lying to myself? See, now I can put that there. And now it's not visibly clipping on the top side. Alright, now that one's hooked up too. Delete. Now there is no visible power. Well, no, there will be no visible power when I dismantle everything. See, I don't need these anymore. At least I don't need them to be right here. I'll probably move them and put them, like, actually in the power plant. So that I have, like, reserve power just in case. I don't know if I'm gonna keep these sort of, like, barrier things up. I might not, but that's a decision for future Peanut. Current Peanut wants to know why a couple of my generators don't seem to be doing very well. Not enough water in the first one. That's interesting. Let's see, there's water. Oh. Well, I'm dumb. There, have some water. Have some water, friend. Okay. Okay, the ones in the middle here kinda having trouble. Are they not getting enough water? That seems like it might be the issue. So I potentially need to do what I did the last time and, like, have a water extractor here that's feeding into the middle. Possibly. But it's also possible that it could be that it's just not pumping enough water yet. Like, it hasn't saturated the manifold yet. Because I kind of primed the coal manifold a little bit, but you can't really prime a water manifold very well. So it might still just need time to saturate a little bit. But I'll come back in a little bit, and if it's still having trouble here in the middle, then I'll probably put in another water extractor. I do want to check my power situation. One of the good things about having a tower in your power area is that you can check it. And yeah, now my capacity is above my max consumption, which is what I wanted in the first place. Even though it's technically a little unreliable because of those few in the middle. But we'll deal with that if it continues to be a problem. What is up with this one? You have no fuel. Is it because you're at the end of the manifold, or because I am an idiot and forgot to put a conveyor belt here? It is that one. That one will be running. And then there's this one that keeps flickering. Yeah, you're just not getting enough water. Hopefully that'll fix itself later, but we'll see. See what my progress is on these motors. Do I have 100? Oh, I have well over 100. Okay. It's maybe rifle time. Okay, what else do I need for this? 200 rubber. I've got that stacked away in here somewhere. Yeah, there we go. And smokeless powder. 50 smokeless powder. How do I make that? Is that something that I can only make in an assembler or something? Or is it something I haven't researched yet? No, I've researched it. So maybe I need an assembler to make it. I can look it up. Oh, it's a refinery. I need black powder and heavy oil residue. I can probably jerry-rig my oil setup to do something like that for a little bit, but I need to get enough black powder, which I need coal for. Fortunately, I have several stacks of coal over there, but because I said I was going to do it this episode anyway, we're going to dismantle these things and hope we don't get any boxes of shame. And oh, it's just taking a while to dismantle the space elevator. No boxes of shame. Oh, of course, I had to dismantle the thing that requires the one thing that I don't really need for anything else. Screws. Yeah, said I was going to do it this episode. I'm going to move my space elevator and my hub to my mega factory area. It's something that I've needed to do. Because the closer I get to basically not having to leave this area, the better. Like, not having to leave this area except to explore. Not to not ever leave this area again. So because I have this nice little, like, square of space right here. I think I'm gonna put things there. I don't know if that's enough space for the space elevator. Oh, it is. It's plenty. The ability to lock holograms is really nice. It really helps with, like, specifically stuff like this if I don't fall in the water and make the hologram go away. Okay. There. Space elevator. Did that? Oh, okay. I was about to say, is it gonna, like, just happen to stay, like, several meters above where I actually put it? Alright, I still need modular engines and adaptive control units. But now I can put my hub and stuff here. So the hub... Gonna go... I don't need to be, like, super precise about this, but it's nice to get things sort of close together. Okay, the hub. And put my equipment workshop right here. And a MAM. Over here. Hey, I'll put the MAM over here. Oh. Alright. I'll put it up like that. Can I get a 2-meter foundation under that? Not the 2-meter. Yeah, no. Maybe a 1-meter, though. Yeah. And then a ramp down. Make it look a little bit more like that. Intentional, maybe? I'm not sure if I like that, but we can change it later if it's really super important. No, I don't like that enough that I'm gonna dismantle it now. I do that a lot. I'm like, oh, if I don't like it, I can dismantle it later, and then I'm like, nah, goodbye. I can sort of turn it into more of a, like, hub base area situation if I, like, angle stuff. See, but I don't want that to be hanging off the edge. Like that. I'll just make more edge. I do kind of wish I could angle it slightly more, but, that'll do for now. Right, we need coal. Coal. I'll take as much of that as I can carry. Oh, I need sulfur too. Hold on. I need to make the black powder. And I don't need, like, a ton of it. I just need enough. Yeah. Take 2 stacks of sulfur and 2 stacks of coal, so it's 1 to 1. And that's gonna make more black powder than I'm gonna need. Yeah, 400. I'm only gonna need, like... I mean... like 100 max. But I'll make all of it, because it's always nice to have some more nobelisks. Alright, I decided I'm gonna jerry-rig this, so instead of making petroleum coke, it will make, what I wanted to make. So... goodbye conveyor belts. You are going to go into a different storage container. And smokeless powder. Put that in there. Okay. That should produce things. There we go. Smokeless powder making its way. I need like 50 of it, I think, and it'll make 20 per minute, so I can wait here for 3 minutes. And I'll have as much as I need. Beautiful. Exactly what I wanted. Smokeless powder. I should be able to just do it now. I should also be able to just, like, freely go there on the zipline now, except for, you know, being thrown off at one point. I'll be thrown off here, too. Oh, yeah, there we go. The rifle. Hello, Ada. It's been a while since I've heard your voice.
Rifle ammo unlocked. A long-range weapon and rapid-fire ammunition. only to be used for the defense or acquisition of fixed property. Conveniently, this includes everything of value on this planet.
Fix-it property, which conveniently includes everything of value on the planet. Should be able to make one now. Right, I can. I didn't think I'd already be able to craft one. I thought I'd have to maybe go get some stuff. Alright. Now the ammo... Oh, I can make a ton of those. Just smokeless powder and copper sheets? That's easy. I am probably going to need to automate this, though. Okay, 345 should be plenty. Let's replace my rebar gun with a rifle. Oh, this is pretty cool. I feel like I'm in a first-person shooter now. Oh, that guy's up here again. Okay, this is the perfect chance to, Oh my goodness. Yes! That was 5 shots. Okay, this guy's tanky. That was definitely up in the probably 20 shots that guy took. But I wasn't very far away from him. I could probably... I feel confident that I could probably use this to take down a radioactive hog now. If I'm high enough up that I don't have to worry about the radiation, because the radiation will probably kill me before the hog actually does. Because those things are very radioactive. Anyway, having got done everything that I wanted to get done today, I'm gonna call it an episode. I have no idea how long this episode's gonna be because I haven't edited literally any of it yet. But we'll see how long it ends up being. I hope that y'all have a fantastic day. And bye. Bye!